This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They try to pop a run on the draw. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That ball is caught past the marker, but bounds, and it'll be 4th down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You can see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
They'll leave it with him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Huskers will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. On 1st down, here comes this offense. On the ground, it's Marshall. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Slings it. It's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Davis will throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your display.
That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Got it behind the line. It's Prideaux. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Raiola. He lets it fly. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Davis looking to pass. Makes the grab. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
He's brought down at the 38. 2nd down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Nebraska 7, Michigan 3.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He smashes his way through again. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Run it with the fullback. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Brings up 2nd down.
The Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
Get set.
They'll try the run. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Davis will throw. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Michigan. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line. Motion from the offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Leaves it with the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
To the air, it's Raiola. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's right on target. At the 45 on his way. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They'll go to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Wolverines! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Florida is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in the Swamp. They're up by 7 over Ole Miss. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Trying to get to it. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the grab on the left. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Huskers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them.
And it's caught inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize the squad going into halftime.
And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Man, these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. They're just, you could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
Going up top on first down. They're bringing heat. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's going to run it. At midfield, he's got room. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He wants to throw. Going for the big play. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They're trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Got it! And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Bringing it back. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside. Even though we're winning and you failed, now this defense better step up and respond.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Looking for room. It's Marshall. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Caught, close to the marker, it's Klein. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up second down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They go right back to him. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 5 teams duking it out right now, man, and check this out. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. They're trailing by 13 to LSU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in a 1 versus 2 matchup you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Finds his man. It's Coleman. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
2nd down coming up. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for us.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
To the air, it's Raiola. Swings it out to the flat. Smashes through the tackle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, here come those maize and blue-winged helmets on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They'll put the tight end in motion. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score, Michigan 31, Nebraska 28.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Really good run there on third down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. 4th quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt.
He unleashes a long one. He holds it in, and no Nobody's close. Touchdown, Michigan! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, run snap, put it in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He'll take it himself. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
You know, this offensive line, they've just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man, it's Coleman. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Makes the catch. It's Fedone. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by 1 possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the catch. It's Boyd. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Wide out in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up. They want to just keep throwing it. Right on target this time. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Just a little off. Incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Husker! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They feed him again. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Davis looking to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When I have all that speed on the field, I got to find a favorable matchup. They're all across the board. Which guy do I know can win? Man-to-man coverage, you can see that guy can win on that play.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They go to the ground. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
He caught it. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there and finish this thing.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense.
Returner goes out of bounds.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. He wants to throw. Coming after him. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Caught near the sideline, it's Hall. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Finds him out of the backfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. He wants a big play here late. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On second down, just keeps firing. Feeling some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm